So, I'd like to welcome everyone today to this meetup. So, the core objective of this meetup is that most of the time we try to focus on the virtual related classroom, and most of the time we try to um, see ourselves in virtually. Okay, so we don't mostly interact with each other. And some of you here have directly come to this place, and you may have met with us, and maybe may have met Asita, and you have had that conversations, but not all people have had conversations. So this type of an event is basically like to promote the collaboration between our organizations, our team members, as well as you people. Okay. So as I told in the first day of the session, so if you guys have the right memory power, I have told one word that when you are coming to insert the SloopStash kind of places, so you start today, maybe you are new person to us, okay, you start today. But this is going to be a kind of a lengthy journey. We may think that we are going to complete a course, or we may try to complete some kind of training program, and then we get things done. So it is not going to end like that. Okay, so it is basically a journey that you guys get associated with us for a bit of a long period of time. So that is the motivation behind this meetups and arrangements and all that. So I don't have to give more introduction about what we do and all that. So most of you guys know that you have surfed the internet and seen so many things. But what I just want in this meeting to happen is that it's an effective collaboration. Okay. There are a few people who will come here and do some kind of a presentation. Okay. My request is that you guys try to interact with them. Okay. But you don't have to go too technical, because some things they may be showing that out of their preparation and all that. It may not be, you don't have to go too technical into it. But what you can try to do is you can try to understand the approach in which how they get into that specific journey, how they specifically went on to, even if it is DevOps, or how they change their career role. So what kind of transition they have come through. So that is what we have to take. So usually if I talk about with my experience, today's session will not be much more interesting. Okay. So when people talk about themselves, it will be much more interesting for you to learn. And you can also trigger questions based on that. Okay. So this is the first thing. The objective is collaboration and networking between peoples. And number two thing, or it's in a story. Okay. When I was seventh standard, okay, you all know chess, right? Chess is a game. I mean, the story just tells you that what kind of attitude we need to set towards something. I mean, it's not going to say that I'm going to boast about myself or something. By God's grace, I don't do that. But what I want to say is just take the right message from here. When I was seventh standard, usually we all remember in our, we are 90s kids, right? So the 90s kids generally go to relatives' house in the annual assembly and all that. So we spend time with uncle's house, aunties' house, co-fathers and all that. So in that scenario, my mother's sister's husband, I do not know how to say it in English, but so he was a good chess player actually. Okay. And what I was doing on that is I was trying to learn chess. Okay. So while learning chess, I really do not know how to strategically win an opponent, because I do not know exactly how to move the rook, how to move the pawns, how to move the horse, how to play with that. So I don't know about that. Okay. So I usually play chess games, 3 or 4 chess games with my co-father, I think so. So when I play 3 or 4 chess games every day, so it means 1.5 months will be annual assembly. Okay, so from 7th to 8th standard I'm going. In all this 3 or 4 games, maybe 5 to 6 games per day, he was jobless at the time, so I was able to utilize him. In all these 4 or 5 games, or 6 7 games every day, I usually get defeated. Because he tries to defeat me in 2 or 3 moves. And I don't know whether it is real or wrong to say. He said that I played with Vishwanathan Anand when I was small. But that's a kind of a claim which is baseless. Okay, so I don't believe in that now, but at that time I believed. So this 4 games, 5 games every day, if you put calculation for 45 days, okay, 45 into 5 means for nearly 250 to 300 games. It's a point here. 250 to 300 games, I got defeated. 250 to 300 games. Okay. I'm not giving any inspiration talk because I don't know how to do that. But this is a reality. 250 games plus 300 games when you get defeated. Okay. So what we generally think is when you get defeated 10 times itself, maybe my kids or my sister's kids, I noticed that they also play chess and I defeat them for 3 or 4. They just throw the box and go away. But the attitude here is the more you get defeated in life, the more you get upset, the more you get disappointed, or the more you see failures. That's when actually the life begins. Okay, we may say that we want to be successful, this, that, and all that. But yesterday in the job readiness program, we discussed that success is basically a temporary thing, and maybe we can't boast about any success in our life, which is basically a small thing, or maybe we can say it as a temporary thing, right? So 250 to 300 games, I got almost dismantled. Okay. Then what my co-father told is Chitapa. Okay. So he told that see, you are almost getting defeated every day. 5 to 6 times you are getting defeated. What is the motivation factor? Again, next morning you are coming with a chessboard and sitting with me and pulling me to play the chess. But I haven't seen a person like you. Why you are doing this? Because you are not anyhow going to win, right? So I said, okay, we start in the local Tamil slang, we just start. But again, I get defeated. What I did is after that exam leagues are over, I promoted to 8th standard. And then what I have been doing there is, in my locality, there was a playground there. Every single house, I usually play a lot of cricket. Every single house that was there, and most of my friends who were there, I pull almost everyone in my area and go and play chess with them. My house auntie, my friends, my fellow cricket players, my annans, my akkas, everyone, I usually pull all of them. I want, if you do you know chess? If you know chess, you have to play again with me. So what eventually happened is those times we don't have ChatGPT or Gemini and all that. We don't even have smartphones. What eventually happened is I tried to construct strategies. Every day when I try to, when I go to sleep, I think today I played this akka, and that akka was moving rook first, pawn, and then he's playing with rook. She's playing with rook. And why can't I take horse? So strategy. Okay, strategy is the most important thing. It's not about technicality, it's about strategy. So I try to construct lots of strategies in mind when I'm going to sleep. And those strategies, constructing those strategies for almost nearly year. Okay. So I was completing 8th standard at that time, going to go for 9th standard. Again, we went back to my uncle's house, Chittamba's house, co-father, and I told that now we can play. Okay. So with no pride. Okay. So we played 4 games all together. Okay. You want? Yes. Out of 4 games, I was able to win him in 3 games. Okay. And in those 3 games, my moves that I made to dismantle him was almost less than 10 moves. But that 1 year period of time, I was consistently thinking about how I want to strategically. I didn't see that he is my opponent, they are my opponent or something. But what I was trying to do is I was trying to improve strategically. Okay. So now the most important why this story will be helpful to you is it's not just to say that I'm someone from heaven or something. So everyone are just human beings. So what we have to understand here is the attitude of never giving up. You may think, you may see me that some of you may have the impression or illusion that, okay, this is done. He has done something. He has put his paper in Freshworks. He has did a great resignation, and he did it. So okay, he speaks just like that, and that's you may see the outward picture, but honestly, to be frank, my teammate is sitting here, so I can't lie before them. Out of 10 things, almost 6 things which I'm doing in SloopStash fails. Okay, out of 10 things, you may think that we are more successful people because you see us on the stage, right? So you think that we are successful, so hence we are speaking and all that. But it is not about the success, it is about how much we are attempting. Okay. So out of 10 things which I am trying to research and out of 10 things which I am trying to implement in SloopStash, almost 6 things will die. Maybe 3 things may have hope that it can be done in the future, but not currently. But there are 4 things which we get success in that. So the ratio is 4:6. Okay. But I don't become happy, you can check with teammates. So I don't become happy that we have done something better. What we generally do is I try to see why the 6 things actually fail. And in the 6 things, there are 3 things which I cannot get it done in the near future, which means in this year or maybe some months. But there are 2 or 3 things which I can definitely build it and make it work, maybe at least in this year, or maybe at least 1 or 2. Okay, so this is the attitude that we need to show. So it is not like life is not like that we do this, we get success. Life is not like we attempted this, so we get success. It's a kind of an non-reality thing. But what we have to develop in us, it's not that yesterday I told how many of you remember that career is a very small thing in life. Have you ever? Never. The career which we are talking about is just a very small part in life, and life is we have to see it very broadly. And that is what we wanted to push in these kinds of events. Most of the time in our events, we talk technically, but what we are trying to speak here in this kind of event is we have to just tilt the scope that life is more than that. And we have to take this small story which I told, right? Like if there are many other small stories. So you have to take this story and try to build that character in you so that even if you fail, maybe something in your life may be an obstacle to you, something may have not rightly done, or something you may have done it properly, but you didn't find the success, or something that you have never tried, but you wanted to try. So these are all the things that human life is all about. So just try to focus, okay? Focus, set the right character and attitude. Don't always mistake that people do this IT engineering world and all that. People have the illusion that you will become more successful if you are so much technical. And in my case, when I was quitting Freshworks in 2016-17, okay, and I wanted to start a company or something like that, by the grace of God, I failed many times in that. Even I do not know how to do that. So I thought I was in an illusion that I work in a great technical company and I know what I'm doing. I'm a good product guy. I can build anything what I want. I can sell it to the market. But things didn't go that way. This is the actual reality that we have. Okay? And we learn through the failures and that's how we move. Okay? Our agenda is understanding the life science. Okay? So we should not go to the technical related things. We see something technical, but try to change the illusion that technicality or technically sound means it's not just success. What is success is understanding the broader essence of life. Okay, so that is what we are going to see today. And I'm going to build conversations with our people. Okay, so there are a couple of people coming there. So the conversations which I am going to build, I will try to get the most for you so that you can take those things and apply in your life. Okay. So this is the most important thing. And as I told, our job readiness program is no more a job readiness program. It is much more something broader than this. Okay. So this is my basic introduction.